Nearly 3 years ago to date, I was exploring the mountains of British Columbia by myself in my side-by-side and stumbled upon an overgrown trail. I pushed through it, fighting through trees and foliage to get to the top, which showed me a lost fire lookout overlooking a lake deep in the mountains. Nearly 3 years later, in 2026, we are back at the same location. Armed with a chainsaw and fuel, we are going to try and reopen this trail so that it is not lost and the public can once again enjoy this incredible mountain lookout. Will this foliage be too much for us 3 years later, or will the lost trail that we found back in 2023 be attainable and be something that we can open up for everybody to enjoy in the future? Stay tuned on this episode to see if we are defeated by the bush or if 3 years later we are able to make it up to this mountain lookout.
What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Country Slicker YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are bringing you guys a video doing some trail maintenance, some trail cleanup. We are headed out off of our local watering hole out to Golden, BC. There is a trail there that I found about 2 to 3 years ago on my birthday, and we found it was really tough to get through. I'll drop a couple clips right here real quick, but very tight trail, very hard to get through, but there was a absolutely beautiful fire tower at the top. So we want to go out, we want to open up that trail, we want to keep it open so people can keep using it. Now, 3 years ago it was really tight. I'm sure now that it's been a few more years, the overgrowth is going to be crazy, but we are going to roll out, we're going to check it out, we're going to try and clear it up. We brought the chainsaw, we're bringing the gear, and we're gonna open it up, and we'll see if we can't get the access open for it. So stay tuned, you guys. Should be a good day. We should have some nice views. Hopefully we see some wildlife, some bears, some deer, and we can get this trail opened up. Part of being a good steward out in the bush is always trail maintenance. So we're gonna do our part today. We're gonna go out, spend some fuel, spend some time, cut some trail out, and bring you guys along for the ride. So thank you for tuning in. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate the support, and we will check back in just a little bit. We're going to get on the road, get out, and we are going to get out there and see what we can make happen. Holy, it is a zoo in here. What's going on, you guys? So we're on the road. We just hit Canmore, and it's about 9 in the morning. We have the side-by-side on the back here, as you can see, and we are headed out to BC. So as mentioned earlier, we are out, we're just passing through Canmore. We just stopped and grabbed our classic Canadian breakfast, which is Tim Hortons and a nice little breakfast sandwich. So we are rolling out. You guys can see here, look at the views here. Like, look at the views. Like, Canmore is just absolutely gorgeous. There's mountains everywhere, lots of good mountain culture. Even behind me here, I'll give you guys a shot, but there is, you know, beautiful, beautiful mountains everywhere. We love Canmore. Canmore's beautiful. Anyways, so we're heading to BC. We're gonna get out there, we're gonna cut some trail. Now, some of you may ask, what's the reason for you going all the way out there to open up a trail? Now, the big thing with this is, one, it is very much a secluded, non-run trail. It's still, yes, a legal trail, but in BC, there are so many little spots where you can find hidden trails, hidden waterfalls, hidden mountaintops, hidden fire lookouts. The list just goes on because there's so many places that the logging has taken place where a trail was opened up and a skid steer went up it, and then it kind of gets forgotten about, or people don't use it anymore, it gets deactivated, and then it just goes away. So it's a really good opportunity for us to get out and do a little bit of trail stewardship, do a little bit of cleanup. And you know, that's just kind of part of this whole OHV thing. This whole part of being in the off-road community is giving back, making sure you keep the trails open, keeping sure the trails are maintained, and you know, that everything stays clearly marked so that people don't start making their own route. So we're gonna go out today, show you guys a new spot, show you guys a nice trail, and if you guys are lucky, hopefully we can open it up a little bit wider than it originally was and even get the tremor up there. So today we won't be taking the side-by-side out. We're actually going to be utilizing the truck to get into this harder access area, play through the logging roads just for simplicity's sake, and go from there. Stay tuned, you guys. We're going to complete the drive, get out there, and then we are going to show you the entrance to this trail, which I am sure is beat all the high hell, overgrown, and in need of a good chainsaw cutting. So stay tuned, you guys. All right, so this is the trail in. You can see I'm already smacking sides and knocking mirrors in the tremor. So yeah, it's less than wide out here. Like I say, guys, sometimes these places that are a little bit more remote, that is where you get some of the best spots, the best views. So we're just gonna keep right on going, thick bush, and keep pinstriping the truck up, and eventually we'll just keep on going here, and eventually we're gonna get to the trailhead, and then we are gonna start cutting, because this is a little bit narrow for the truck, but it is a lot less narrow for the side-by-side. You know, the side-by-side can get through here a lot better. So I guess this is more than wide enough for a side-by-side route. All right, so we made it to where the trailhead is. Obviously you guys can see the tremor took a few scratches on the way through. Nothing too bad. That might be the worst one there, but you can see they buff right out, more or less. Oh yeah, good as new. Anyways, you guys, this is a tight trail, deactivated, a little bit older, but like I said, the last time I was here was in the side-by-side, and it was crazy how hard it was on the side-by-side because it was just so tight, you know? This section doesn't look too bad, but you can see here, this is the trail we got to cut out. And you can see it is just crazy, crazy tight, crazy overgrown. So we're going to take the saw, buck this out, walk the trail, and it's not too far to the fire lookout. So hopefully it doesn't take us too long to get up there, and we can get you guys up to the very top. So stay tuned. We're gonna go get the saw, get everything oiled up, and make sure we got a good charge, and then let's get to cutting. Section done. So we're gonna have to drive over this stuff, which does suck, but at least it's not coming through the cab at you now. All right, you guys, so I just threw a full battery through my chainsaw cutting on this thing, which the chainsaw actually did surprisingly well. I only busted the chain off 3 or 4 times, which is pretty good. And I'm not gonna say that I cleaned this trail perfectly, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. Now I did not get to the top. I got this little offshoot. It's 3 or 4K to the top. You can see here, it's not perfect. It's certainly not perfect, but it is much better than it was. I'll be sure to get you guys a shot with the drone right now too, kind of showing the pathway on the way up. So again, it's not perfect. I'm certainly not a professional logger. I'm certainly not a professional bush cutter, but it's a lot more aggressive than just cutting a few logs out of the way. We had that kind of thin, brushy stuff that you never want to get hit with on the trail, and it kind of just grows over everywhere. And up here, this is kind of like a mountain trail, so it's dealing with wind, it's dealing with snow, you know, they're dealing with everything up here. So at the end of the day, for a trail to succeed and a trail to truly be, you know, not grown in up here, it takes a lot of work. And it's not just work for me, it's from everybody. The whole community kind of has to chip in on it. Oh, but yeah, so the trail is not fully cut, it's not perfect, but it is definitely opened up a lot more. So I'm hoping next week when we get down here for my birthday, we can actually go up. Hopefully some people are willing to push a little bit more bush to get up to the top of it. The last time I was in here was super brutal. I'll see if I have a clip of it. If so, I'll drop it right now. You guys want to talk about overgrown? This is it. Oh man. Definitely the most tightest bush I've ever pushed, Jeep or side-by-side. This is crazy. Like, tightest bush I've ever pushed in my life. Oh man, you guys. Whew. I feel like I definitely should have brought a chainsaw. I didn't run into any logs that I couldn't get up, but oh, that was pushing bush. Look at that view. Oh my God. Oh, like that's insane. So pretty. That's insane. There's the old fire tower. Like that is just the coolest thing. Look at that. Oh, what? Obviously this has either had a fire or something's been going on, but look at that. You still got the old rafters up there. Wow. Holy. Look at that, eh? But the last time that I was up here, it was crazy. I was ripping fenders off. It was pulling my roof off on a couple of spots. Like it was super, super tight, super aggressive. So it's really, really difficult whenever you have a trail that's that tight, especially to ask other people to come up and potentially, you know, cause damage to their machines. So I hope that we did enough to get this place open. I hope we did enough that we can get out here and actually enjoy it next time. But my battery's dead. It takes a few hours to recharge. I just don't have that time because we do have to head back to Calgary today. So we are gonna continue. If you guys stay with us for a little bit, I just want to get you guys a shot of the lake that's down below this lookout. It's beautiful, and I'm gonna go there right now just to have lunch. I've got a Tim Hortons wrap here that I want to go eat on the lake, enjoying the view. So stay with me for 2 more seconds. We're gonna take this tight ass trail out, and then we are gonna be at that lake, which is really pretty and is pretty decent for access as well. So stay with us, you guys. We'll be right there. Man, this trail is tight. Oh, listen to the sound of the pinstriping. Man, oh man, this poor tremor. I mean, if it wasn't new before we got here, but man, it's not new now, that's for sure. We are here. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. This is such a nice lake. Every time I come here, I forget how pretty it is. Beautiful lake. It's in the middle of the mountains. Like there is not a soul around, and this place is secluded. Like it's a good 45K back in the bush and just to die for. Just absolutely beautiful. Actually a pretty nice dock here. Now it's not that big. I don't know if we would bring the boat here. It's probably not worth it for that, but in terms of a nice spot to just come for a really nice drive, come have lunch, come have, you know, maybe a romantic glass of champagne with your significant other, this would be one of the places. Look at that. And I can't get over how much I love this truck. Like this truck just always looks so good and performs so well in the bush. Even if you're scratching the shit out of it, it doesn't give up on you, which is so nice. I love that. So pretty. Not a bad lunch view. Nice little loaded croissant. And this lake, all to myself. Beautiful. That is not a bad way to spend a Wednesday. Not bad at all. All right, you guys, that is the end of our video. I know it was short and sweet today. Definitely not our usual action content, but I wanted to show you guys a little bit about what Country Slicker does behind the scenes when I'm not filming, when I'm not having fun, off-roading, boating, out in the truck. We are out doing trail maintenance, scouting new spots, checking out stuff that, you know, people don't always potentially find or see. There is a lot of times that I just go out,
fill the truck up with a full tank of gas, and just go for a drive without scouting, without playing on Google Maps, anything. So that is kind of what today was about, was just getting out, enjoying nature, de-stressing, getting back to ground zero, you know, decompressing and just enjoying the sights, enjoying nature, being out here. Like, look at what I'm looking at, you know, just me in the truck. We got mountains, we got water, and it's a beautiful, beautiful sight. It's a beautiful place to be. BC never ever struggles to disappoint. If you guys are still with us, you're still watching, you're still on the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and we will be back with you guys on the next video with a lot more action content, a lot more boating, side-by-siding, off-roading in the truck. And as always, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. We will see you on the next video. Till the next time, Country Slicker out of here.